So everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to do express test, not the most simple version, but the version that we recommend to our clients, the more professional one. So first of all, we need to go to the registry and to register our patient, our person, or ourselves. If you are already registered, you can just click on the name to find the name here in the list. It is very important to fill in correctly all this information where address and occupation are not obligatory camps. You can put them if you are testing someone and you want to know this information. And comments, we use them in order to put the complaints and some interesting information about the person's health in order to remember the starting point and what is going on with the person when we meet him or her next time. So in this case, I already made the registration, so I will show you how it looks like. If you click on the pencil, it appears like this and a new function appears. So if you register a new person, even though the registration was complete, please click on the pencil in order to be able to see this option, profile. Once you click on the profile, you need to answer all these questions. In this way, you will help the system to give you as accurate results as possible. This is very important. If you test somebody just to demonstrate how the system works, you want to do you want to do it very fast, there is no need to answer all these questions. But if the person is going to be tested usually, normally, weekly or monthly, it is necessary to fill in this form in order to provide better services and to have better and more accurate results. How to fill it in? It's very simple. You just click on the options that are true for you, and this way you fill in everything, answering all these questions. Once you are done, please put the last name, the first name, agree to this information and click on the save button. This is important. Once it is done, let's go to the rapid test. Make sure that the device LifeExpert Profi is connected. This way the button will be green and it will say ready. Also make sure that the electrodes are chosen correctly, if you are doing it with brass electrodes or with clips. Here you can set this option. Once you are connected with clips or brass electrodes and the device is ready for testing, please click on the launch button. When the test will be done, you will see this picture, the date of a test time, and you click on the process button in order to process the test. Okay, so this test, we call it like a stress test because the person comes to make a test, the person may have some expectations, some fears. Our brain is constantly working and our psychology, psychosomatics, and subconscious is also constantly working, and actually people are scared to know what is going on with their health, and in this case it can affect on the test result. Our psycho-emotional loading can affect. So what is this necessary to do? This test was like a stress test, which we will need when we are going to read the results, but we need to make a small harmonization in order to be able to get rid of the psychosomatic loading and in order to make have the correct results. So for this, please go to bioresonance therapy. You need to choose meridians. In our training, for the clients of our website, we explain how to choose correctly the meridian, but diagonal meridian basically works for everybody. So just choose one of these 4 meridians if you know how. If you do not know, diagonal is good for everyone. And set up time. Depending on the age, it can be up to 5 minutes, but approximately for adults, it should be 2 or 3 minutes. So we set the time. We click on checkup, and the system will say ready for the therapy, and we click launch. So within these 2 minutes, we will have a very small harmonization in order to navigate the results of our stress test and to get more accurate results. This timer will start once you click on launch, and here you will see the response of your organism. So when 2 minutes has passed, we return back to the rapid test. As well, it is necessary to activate our blood flow and fill the lungs and our blood vessels with oxygen. So what do we need to do apart from the small bioresonance therapy? We need to do deep breathing, either until we feel a little bit dizzy if our lungs are not trained, or if you do sport regularly, approximately 20 times. How does this breathing, how do we do this breathing? It sounds like this. We breathe like this with our mouth. This way we fill the lungs with oxygen, and our blood is also filled with oxygen. You can do it before harmonization, like we do a stress test, we process it, you do the breathing 20 times or until you feel a little bit dizzy if your lungs are not trained, and then the harmonization few minutes diagonal meridian. Or you can do breathing afterwards. For example, I do it meanwhile because I like to economize my time. So while I do the diagonal meridian, I do breathing. But of course, if you want to do it correctly, like do it just before the therapy, the harmonization. Okay, so let's go back to the rapid test and we launch our test again. We will process it, so we will have basically 2 tests done on the same day. As you can see here, for example, I have 2 tests done on the same day. The difference is just like 5 minutes, so it shouldn't be more than 10 minutes difference, because for making a test, a few minutes therapy and another test, maximum you can spend 10 minutes, not more. Don't do harmonization for 19 minutes. It's not what we speak about, just a few minutes harmonization. And once we have these 2 tests done, we go to general conditions and we find these 2 tests to compare the results. Okay, so here is the first one and here is the second one after harmonization. Normally, like in my case, the difference is not big, but in some cases the difference can be huge. Please don't be scared. It's normal. It's all explained. We explain what it means in our training for the clients. In my case, the difference is not big and it is perfect. Like the best option is that these numbers have some difference, but the difference is not big. How to read the test results as well, we explain in our videos. So here it is. This is the test that is actually showing our real results after breathing and after harmonization, the second test. And with the second test, we are going to download an automatic complex. So we find our 2 tests, and with the second one, we do an automatic complex. So we click here, it will be written receive a complex. We click here and then we either record it via USB or via cloud. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for your attention.